Look, I'm rich. Look at all the cash I have. Yeah, all this here, it's roughly $1.47 in USD. Just a little tidbit I thought I'd share with you. Hello, folks. Bill here from Cambodia, taking a walk by the river. I'm going to go check out the local brew pub. And I just had a really good plate of fried noodles with pork. It had some like a little bits of broccoli and cabbage and bok choy. And I threw a little chili and garlic oil on there. Ah, that was good. For $1.50, it was better than anything I've had in a Thai or Vietnamese or similar restaurant in the States, which normally costs like $8 or $9. So I will check back in later and give you another update. So I was just noticing a lot of really cool things here. Basically, I was noticing that just how beautiful it is here, really. Just the natural beauty around. And I know there's a lot of atrocities here, but then you see simple little things like a groundskeeper at a Buddhist temple gently playing with a little dog and just showing it a lot of love. And I know there's a lot of people who do some really bad things to dogs here, and there's a kind of a thing about it here. And also, I was walking down here and I started talking with some local guy, and you know, I found out I was a teacher, and he runs an NGO school where it'd be a volunteer thing, it wouldn't pay. But I'm considering doing it just as practice until I do find an actual paying job. And he seems really sweet. He showed me a whole ton of pictures of his school and how people are donating stuff to it, and I gave him $5 to help him out. And I don't know, this place is getting starting to reach in. So a little more later. Hey folks, Bill here. So after my little river walk, I decided to go to the local brew pub. And it's run by a couple of guys from Arizona. The owners were not there, but the locals that I met there, expats and locals alike, were just really super cool. And they have good beer there. I'm not going to be there, well, I'll probably frequent the place, but I don't think I'll be getting their craft beers all the time, because they're $3 each, and by American standards that's not a whole lot, but here where the local beers are 50 cents, you know. So, but they do have local beers. They charge $1, but the company there is really cool. I met some people who've been here, you know, for a few years, and they were just very welcoming. They gave me some really good tips about various things, and they were just helpful in general, and we had a good conversation. And then they literally said the words, "Welcome to the family." And that just warmed my heart. It's like, that was really, really cool. And then I took I was going to take a Pass app, but my phone died. And I saw on the little Pass app thing when I ordered the ride before my phone died, on the map, the driver like drove right past Street 20 where the local is at, and just went up north of the Road 6 and just stopped. And he just stayed there. And then my phone died, so I couldn't cancel the ride. So then I just went and I did not feel like walking, even though it wasn't a really great distance. It's just really hot today, and I'm still acclimating. And so I decided to get my first tuk-tuk ride. And so I found a guy, and he's like, "Hey, can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'd like to go to Tasong Guest House. It's on Road 6 and Tapu Road." He's like, "Oh, yeah, Tassom, I know." And so I said, Gran Pepo en Rio, which is 8,000 Rio, which is $2. And he's like, okay, yeah. And I probably could have gotten the ride for $1, but I wanted to preempt him asking for $3. So anyway, I took my first tuk-tuk ride. It was really nice and relaxing, and I enjoyed it. Although for a good portion of the ride we were right behind a bus and the fumes were like pretty thick. But I've got to say, after that first day or the first night that I was here and everything was so terrible, everything has happened since is more than made up for it. I just, like, Dave and Sang were so awesome and continue to be. And then the people at the local were really sweet. And then just people I've talked to, like that guy from the NGO school and the tuk-tuk driver. And also I walked by the lady with the coffee, and she's like, hey, coffee! I was like, oh, no thanks. And she's like, bah. So maybe she's a little mad at me for walking by and not getting her coffee, but I wasn't feeling like getting caffeine just then. But everyone has been so awesome. I've just really been taken aback, and there's so much sweetness here. Like, there's such a strange dichotomy of horror and sweetness. Like, I mean, I know of things that go on here, but at the same time I see things like earlier today when I saw that groundskeeper guy playing with that puppy. He was just like, the puppy was laying on its side, and the guy was just kind of like caressing its paws and petting its head and just being very gentle and sweet with it. And then, you know, I'm walking down the river, and a few feet later I see some guy, like a Khmer guy, with his little baby, no mother around to be seen. He's just kind of doting on the kid and, you know, being very loving. And there is such a gentle sweetness among all the other stuff. And it's just indescribable here. And I'm kind of thinking I may have found home. So I need a nap, and I'll probably go out one more time today. I need to get another meal in me later, but I also need to sleep right now. I'm hoping tomorrow to find an apartment, and if for some reason Dave's landlord isn't around, then I can always get in touch with a couple of agencies that I've heard are reputable and just see what I can find. I'll find out tomorrow what the day holds. Fingers crossed I'll find something good. So, until next time, take care. And if you feel like liking, subscribing, and maybe even sharing, I really appreciate that. Bye-bye.